ज्योति जगा लो, होगा दूर अंधेरा। ओम शांति, ओम शांति, ओम शांति।
सखीरी मैंने पाए रे तीन रतन, सखीरी मैंने पाए रे तीन रतन, सखीरी मैंने पाए रे तीन रतन, सखीरी मैंने पाए रे तीन रतन। एक बाबा, एक मुरली, एक मधुबन, सखीरी मैंने पाए रे तीन रतन, सखीरी मैंने पाए रे तीन रतन, सखीरी मैंने पाए रे तीन रतन। बाबा को नित याद करूं, बाबा को नित याद करूं, उनकी मुरली रोज सुनूं, उनकी मुरली रोज सुनूं। मधुबन में मैं पलछिन ढोलूं, मधुबन में मैं पलछिन ढोलूं, होके मन में मगन, सखीरी मैंने पाए रे तीन रतन, सखीरी मैंने पाए रे तीन रतन, सखीरी मैंने पाए रे तीन रतन।
Shanti.
प्यारे बाबा, आज हम बच्चों को बता रहे हैं
Today, beloved Bab Dada is saying
रत्नों का धंधा सीखने के लिए आए हो।
that you children have come here to study the business of jewels and not devotion.
कि आज की दुनिया में
In today's world,
बड़े बड़े पूंजीपति सेठ लोग जो हैं
there are many
वो अपनी दुकान
jewel masters.
खोलते हैं,
They open their shop in England.
रहते यहाँ हैं,
They will remain here
लेकिन पूरा ही कनेक्शन फोन से
and they will be having their connection through phone or through any facility, and they will be engaging with their business,
उन शॉप्स को उस बिजनेस को देखते हैं,
and the managers will look after the shop or the business,
देखता है
and even the owner of the shop will inspect as what is happening around.
बड़े से बड़ा सेठ जिसने ज्ञान रत्नों का बिजनेस करना हम बच्चों को सिखाया है।
Here the owner
और उस सेठ
who has taught us as how to have the business of the jewels of knowledge, and the shops are being open in every places,
बहुत सी दुकानें
but online there are many shops,
विदेश में खुलती जा रही हैं।
and the shop is being opened in this land and abroad,
सेवा केंद्र समीप नहीं है, जा नहीं सकते, संदेश नहीं पहुंचा।
and the places where we can't go and where the messages can't be reached,
वहाँ भी
even the messages will be reached there through online.
चाहते यही हैं कि वहाँ जिन्होंने इस धंधे को इन रत्नों को पसंद किया है वो इस कदर इसका अनुभव कर लें
The one who loves the jewels, they will definitely experiment themselves so that they can give these jewels to others. But we have to take care
सेठ का है
that the business belongs to that owner of the shop and not of the managers.
देख देख करने
Managers will just inspect and expand the business,
वाला उसको मिलता है।
and the one who will take care of the shop, they will also get the reward of it.
चाहे वो देश
But the jewels will be of the owner of the shop.
वो परफेक्ट
He may be in this land or abroad. He will be perfect.
पास भी पूरी मशीनरी है
And therefore Baba says, even I too is having a machinery.
है इस बिजनेस में।
And Baba also sees how the managers are active in this business, or they don't spend their time being careless or lazy,
या मेरे कार्य में कोई विघ्न रूप बन जाते
or are they becoming any obstructions in my business. So Baba says, sitting in the subtle world, I look at each one and I know very well.
करता हूँ।
And Baba says, I also take a round,
बाबा का आदेश है
and especially Baba's order is,
तक रखो जब तक वो
you should have the connection online. Until then, you are not connected with the center.
जब वो प्यारे बाबा के जिस भी सेवा केंद्र के समीप वो आत्माओं ने संदेश दिया
The souls who have taken Baba's message,
हो जाए
they have to be connected with the center,
वो ऑनलाइन इतना नहीं मिलेगा।
because they will get more of Baba's treasure of knowledge in the center, that which will not be received when going through the online.
उन्हें वैरायटी ज्वेलरी देने का ख्याल आया
And then they will get the
तो केवल मात्र वो सुन
thought of claiming the variety of
दिवाली हो दशहरा हो भैया
treasures.
दोपहर ऑनलाइन बनाए जाते
There are many festivals which are conducted through online,
सेवा केंद्र पास नहीं आप हमको अपना
and if the service centers is not very close to their
दिवाली है
home,
दूज है राखी
and if there is a Diwali, Bhaiya Dooj or anything, we also send through online. Everything goes through online,
ख्याल हो
but we have to take care.
ग्राहक को खींचने का काम न चले
So we shouldn't attract any customers,
सेवा स्थान से संलग्न
but we have to send them to Baba's center
सही रूप से
so that very well they will imbibe this knowledge given by the Father.
मैनेजर
And even if we want to make them the manager, we can make them the manager. So very beautifully today Baba explains, sweet children,
में भगवान पढ़ाते हैं,
God is teaching you.
भूल ना जाए।
You shouldn't forget this.
तुम्हारे पास है ज्ञान रत्न,
You have the jewels of this knowledge.
इन्हीं रत्नों का धंधा तुम्हें करना है।
You have to do business with these jewels.
अपने मनमत का नहीं खोल के बैठ
You shouldn't open a new business according to the dictates of your mind. Whatever the bestover has given you, you have to open that business.
रत्नों के साथ कई अन्य धंधे खोल के बैठ जाते
Along with this business, others they open other business. But Baba says this is
बाबा ने कहा
as though violating Baba's Shrimad. You have to do business with these jewels. You study this knowledge, not devotion here.
प्रश्न है,
Question,
मनुष्य ड्रामा के किस वंडरफुल नूद को भगवान की लीला
which wonderful aspect that is fixed in the drama do human beings believe to be a divine act of God and praise Him for that?
तो बाबा ने स्पष्ट
So, which is that wonderful aspect that is fixed in the drama?
जिसमें
Answer, when they have a vision of the one they have faith in, they believe that God gave them that vision.
समझते हैं
However,
ये भगवान ने साक्षात्कार कर,
everything happens according to the drama.
लेकिन होता तो सब ड्रामा अनुसार है।
They believe that God gave them that vision.
एक
However, everything happens according to the drama.
ये
On the
सब
one
ऐसे
hand,
चमत्कार दिखाते
they praise God, and on the other hand,
व्यापी कहकर
they say that He is omnipresent and thereby defame Him.
और बाबा स्पष्ट बताता है कोई मैं नहीं,
And Baba clearly says, I don't grant vision to anyone, but according to the drama,
को उसने दिखाया है,
in whatever way they have been worshipping, and when they have devotion with a true heart,
साक्षात्कार हो जाता
they will have the vision of that form, and that is fixed in the drama.
है। गीता पढ़ते थे उसमें भी आता था ये साक्षात
Even while reading Gita,
मैं नहीं,
it is said that one will be granted vision, but Baba says, I will be known through my form only. Om Shanti.
भगवान वाच,
God speaks.
आप किनको भगवान सुना रहे हैं?
Now, who is God speaking to? He is speaking to you, human souls.
स्थित हो,
So, you have to stabilize in your soul form
हम आत्माएं प्यारे बाबा से ज्ञान रत्नों को
and have to imbibe and listen to Baba's jewels of knowledge.
बच्चों को ये तो समझाया हुआ है,
It has been explained to your children
वह देवता को भगवान नहीं
that neither human beings nor deities can be called God.
भी हैं।
They chant
ब्रह्मा देवताए नमो,
salutations to the deity Brahma,
देवताए नमो,
salutations to the deity Vishnu,
देवताए नमो,
and salutations to the deity Shankar.
शिव परमात्मा,
Then they say salutations to Shiva, the Supreme Soul.
शिव को अपना शरीर नहीं,
You know that Shiva doesn't have a body of his own.
वतन में शिव बाबा और सालिग्राम रहते हैं।
Shiva Baba and the Saligrams live in the incorporeal world.
क्या नहीं जानते,
You children know,
प्राउड है अपने बच्चों पर
Baba feels so proud of his children.
कि अभी
You children know
बाप है,
that the Father is teaching us souls.
और जो भी सत्संग है
No other gatherings are.
वास्तव में वे कोई सत्य का संग है नहीं।
In fact, the company of the
ये
truth,
सुनाते अच्छी अच्छी,
they speak very well,
सत्य को जानते हैं,
but they don't know about the truth, or they doesn't be in the company of the truth.
बाप कहते हैं
The Father says,
तो माया का संग,
they are the company of Maya.
वहाँ ऐसे कोई नहीं समझेंगे,
No one there would understand
आते हैं
that God is teaching them.
गीता भी सुनेंगे,
Even when they listen to the Gita,
श्री कृष्ण भगवानों वाची
they consider it to be God Shri Krishna speaking
दिन प्रतिदिन
day by day.
गीता का अभ्यास कम होता है,
The study of the Gita continues to decrease. Why?
क्योंकि अपने धर्म को ही नहीं जानते।
Because they don't even know their own religion.
कृष्ण के साथ तो सभी का प्यार है,
Everyone loves Shri Krishna.
श्री कृष्ण को ही जुलाते हैं।
It is Shri Krishna whom they rock in a cradle.
हम जुलाएं किसको?
You now understand who it is you rock in a cradle. A baby can be rocked, but the father can't be rocked.
तुम शिव बाबा को झुलाएंगे?
Would you rock Shiv Baba?
पूछते हैं बाबा प्रश्न,
Baba is asking you.
तुम शिव बाबा को झुलाएंगे?
Would you rock Shiv Baba?
वह बालक तो बनता नहीं,
He doesn't become a child.
पुनर्जन्म में आते नहीं,
He doesn't come into rebirth.
वह तो बिंदु है,
He is a point.
उनको क्या झुलाए?
How would you rock him?
श्री कृष्ण का बहुतों को साक्षात्कार होता है।
Many have visions of Shri Krishna.
श्री कृष्ण के मुख में सारी विश्व
The whole world is shown in the mouth of Shri Krishna.
कह देते हैं मिट्टी खाई माने का मुंह खोलो,
The mother said, open your mouth. He opened the mouth,
उसके मुख में दिखाई
and the whole Brahman was visible in his mouth.
बनी हुई है।
There are many stories which are prepared in this way. The whole world is shown in the mouth of Shri Krishna because he becomes the master of the world. Butter symbolizes the world. Those who fight amongst themselves
भी माखन के लिए लड़ते,
also fight for the butter in the form of the world.
वे मिल जाए वो समझते हैं माखन मुझे,
Everybody think that they want the butter.
समझते हम जीत पाले।
They think that they will gain victory.
कृष्ण के मुख में माखन का गोला दिखता
A ball of butter is shown in Shri Krishna's
है।
mouth.
अनेक प्रकार के साक्षात्कार हो,
They have various visions,
अर्थ कुछ भी,
but they don't understand the meaning of them at all.
यहाँ तुमको साक्षात्कार का अर्थ
Here the meanings of the visions are explained to you.
मनुष्य समझते हैं
Human beings think
हमको भगवान साक्षात्कार
that God gave them a vision.
जिस भी इष्ट को हम मानते हैं
The special deity in which we believe,
स्वरूप है,
we think that they are the form of God, and through them God will grant them the vision. The Father explains, whomsoever they remember.
समझो कोई श्री कृष्ण की नौ
For instance, if they do intense worship of Shri Krishna,
पूजा है, आरती है,
they may be chanting the prayer, they worship, they sing the praise of them,
उनकी मनोकामना
then their desires are temporarily fulfilled.
ये भी ड्रामा में न्यून,
That is also fixed in the drama.
ऐसे नहीं कहेंगे
It wouldn't be said
कि भगवान ने साक्षात्कार
that God granted the vision.
जो जिस भावना से जिसकी पूजा करते हैं
With whatever faith a person worships someone
साक्षात्कार
intensely, so he has a vision of that one that is fixed in the drama.
ये तो भगवान की बड़ाई की है,
The praise of God is
कराते
that he grants visions.
एक तरफ इतनी बड़ाई
On the one hand, there is such great praise,
बाबा ने
and on the other hand,
दूसरी तरफ फिर कह देते हैं
they say
पत्थर ठिकर में
that God is in the pebbles and stones.
खुदा की भक्ति करते
They carry out devotion with such blind faith.
करता है। और गिलानी है तो पूरी ही गिलानी
When they have faith, they will have complete faith.
समझते हैं बस
And when they have blind faith, they have complete blind faith.
कृष्णपुरी में हम जरूर
They think that's it. I have had a vision of Shri Krishna.
साक्षात्कार होता है, उनके दर्शन करने लोग जा रहे हैं,
The one who will be having vision,
साक्षात्कार
even the people will be going to them to have vision.
नहीं है। इन वैकुंठ वासी होने से पूर्व इनके दर्शन कर,
And before
सुना रहे हैं
going to have the vision of heaven, they will think that they will have to go to that person
तुम बच्चों
from whom they are getting the vision of heaven. Here Baba says,
पूरी की स्थापना हो रही
I will definitely go to the land of Shri Krishna. You think so? However, from where did the land of Shri Krishna come?
आकाश
The Father now explains all of these secrets to you children.
ये सब
The land of Shri Krishna is now being established.
शास्त्रों में
This is the land of Kansa, Akasur, Bakasur, Kumbhakarna and Ravan are all names of demons. They have written such things in the scriptures.
कि गुरु दो प्रकार के
It also has to be explained that there are two types of guru.
मार्ग के गुरु
One type of guru belongs to the path of devotion and he only teaches
और
devotion.
ये बाप तो है ज्ञान का सागर
This father, however, is the ocean of knowledge.
सतगुरु कहा जाए
He is called the Sadguru.
ये कभी भक्ति नहीं सिखाता
He never teaches devotion.
ही सिखाता
He only teaches this knowledge.
मनुष्य तो भक्ति में कितने खुश होते हैं
Human beings become so happy while performing devotion.
गा रहा होता है
They will be having total bliss while doing devotion.
इसमें तुम देखेंगे
They play tambourines.
सब देवताओं के मंदिर बना दिए
You can see how they have built so many temples in the deities in Banaras.
सभी देवताओं के विभिन्न मंदिर बना दिए हैं
They have different kinds of temples to the deities.
क्या है भक्ति मार्ग की दुकानदार
They are all shopping stalls. It is the devotion, the business of devotion.
भक्ति का धंधा है तुम बच्चों का धंधा है ज्ञान रत्न
The business of you children is the jewels of this knowledge.
कहा जाता है
This too is called a business.
कहते थे बच्चे तुम्हारे सेवा केंद्र ये बहुत बड़ी रत्नों की
Baba says your service centers
दुकान
is
ऐसी
a
जगह होनी चाहिए जहाँ ग्राहक अप्रोच
shopping stall. The customer should reach easily.
जहाँ कोई ग्राहक ही ना आ सके
The service center shouldn't be in such a place where the customers cannot reach you,
क्योंकि रत्नों की दुकान है
because this is the shop of the jewel.
रत्नों का है इनका व्यापार कहा जाता है बाबा भी रत्नों का व्यापारी है
This too is called a business.
तुम समझते हो
The father is also the jewel merchant.
कौन से हैं
You understand what jewels these are?
इन बातों को समझेंगे वही
Only those who understood this
कल पहले
a cycle ago will understand this now.
समझेंगे ही नहीं
Others will not understand this at all.
वे पिछाड़ी में आकर समझ
All the important people will come and understand at the end. They will take the message from the Master.
कन्वर्ट भी हुए हैं ना
They too have been converted.
कि आत्माएं अन्य धर्मों में चली गई हैं
Some of the souls have been converted into other religion. They will also come and understand here. People narrate a story about King Janak. Janak then became Anujanak.
तो कहेंगे तुम अनु
If someone's name is Shri Krishna,
छोटा सा
you would say you will become
गुण संपन्न श्री
Anu Divine Shri Krishna.
कहाँ ये जो नाम श्री कृष्ण रखवा लेते हैं
Here they simply keep the names as Krishna.
इनका लक्ष्मी नाम है
Look where the all virtuous
लक्ष्मी नारायण के
complete Shri Krishna is, and then look where this one is.
ये थोड़ी समझ
Someone's name is Lakshmi,
हमारे में
and she goes in front of the idols of Lakshmi and Narayan and sing their praise.
इनके आगे जाकर
But she doesn't understand why there is a difference between her and them.
अभी तुम बच्चों को नॉलेज
You children have now received the knowledge of
ये सृष्टि चक्र
how this world cycle turns.
तुम ही 84 जन्म लेंगे ये चक्र
You will definitely take 84 births
कभी बंद
This world cycle has continued to turn innumerable times.
तुम इस नाटक
It can never stop.
एक्टर्स
Your actors in this play,
मनुष्य इतना जरूर समझते हैं कि हम इस नाटक में पाठ बजाने
human beings definitely do understand
बाकी
that they have come to play their parts in this play,
नहीं जाते
but they do not know the beginning, middle, and the end of this drama.
स्टेज है और उन सब एक्टर्स हैं
It is the world drama stage.
वैरायटी रोल
All are actors and they are playing their variety roles.
ड्रामा के आदि मध्यंत को नहीं जानते
They do not know the beginning, middle, and the end of this drama. The actors are playing their role, but they don't know the beginning, middle, and the end of this drama.
क्या जानते हैं बच्चे
You children know, but what you children know?
हम आत्माओं के रहने का स्थान परे थे परे
That the place of residence of our souls is
वहाँ
far beyond
चांद
everything.
की भी रोशनी नहीं
There the light of the sun and the moon doesn't even exist.
बच्चे ही अक्सर कर
The children who understand all of this
गरीबी बनते
are usually ordinary and poor.
क्योंकि भारत सबसे शाहूकार
This is because Bharat was the wealthiest of all,
थी सबसे गरीब
and it is Bharat that has become the poorest of all.
सारा खेल भारत
The whole play is about Bharat.
भारत जैसा पावन खंड और कोई होता ही
There is no other land as pure as Bharat was.
पावन दुनिया में पावन
In the pure world, there is only the pure land.
होता ही नहीं
No other land exists there.
बाबा ने समझाया है
Baba has explained
ये सारी दुनिया एक बेहद का
that this whole world is an unlimited island.
जैसे लंका टापू है।
Just as Lanka is an island,
दिखाते हैं रावण लंका में रहता
they say that Ravan lived in Lanka.
अभी तुम समझते हो
You now understand
रावण का राज्य तो सारी
that in
बेहद
fact
पर है
the kingdom of Ravan is over the whole of this unlimited island. This whole world is resting on the ocean. It is an island. Ravan rules over it.
ये सब सीताएं रावण की जेल
All of these Sitas are in Ravan's jail.
उन्होंने तो हद की कथाएं
They have made up limited stories.
है ये सारी
All of these aspects are of the unlimited.
बेहद का नाटक है
It is an unlimited drama.
उसमें फिर छोटे छोटे नाटक
Within this drama, they sat and created small plays.
पूरे का नाटक है
The big drama is only one.
बनाए हैं
Within this drama, they sat and created small plays. Those films have been created now, so it is also easy for the father to explain.
बेहद का सारा ड्रामा तुम बच्चों की बुद्धि में है
The whole of the unlimited drama is in the intellects of your children.
सूक्ष्म वतन
The incorporeal world,
और किसी
the subtle region, cannot be in the intellect of anyone.
तुम जानते हो हम आत्माएं
You know that we souls are residents of the incorporeal world.
देवताएं हैं सूक्ष्म वतन की
Those deities are residents of the subtle region.
फरिश्ता भी कहते हैं
They are also called angels.
वहाँ हड्डी मांस का पिंजर होता ही नहीं है
There no cages of flesh and bone exist.
सूक्ष्म वतन का पाठ भी थोड़े समय
The part of the subtle region is for a short time.
अभी तुम आते जाते हो
You now continue to go and come back. Then you will not go there again.
तो सूक्ष्म वतन
The task of the establishment has begun.
टेम्पोररी वतन है
The subtle region is a temporary region where Baba comes and children goes.
में चाहे
In the incorporeal world,
संस्कार है लेकिन मर्ज है
souls have mind, intellect and sanskar, but it will be merged.
चाहे वो सूक्ष्म है या स्थूल तो कैसे बाप बच्चों का मिलन होता है
how there will be the meeting of the father and the children.
उसके बीच में सूक्ष्म वतन बना।
So there is the subtle region for that.
तुम आते जाते हो फिर कभी नहीं जाओगे। तुम आते
You now continue to go and come back, then you will never go there again.
सूक्ष्म वतन नहीं आते,
When your souls come down from the original home,
सीधी आती।
you don't come via the subtle region,
अभी
you come directly. You now go back via the subtle region.
सूक्ष्म वतन से पास करना होगा। वहाँ सभी हिसाब किताब फाइनल होके फिर ही
In the
आगे
subtle region, the final result will be given, and then you go to the incorporeal world.
समझाते।
The subtle region as a part now.
आप जानते
All of these secrets are explained to you children. The father knows that he is explaining to souls.
और बाप जानते हैं मैं आत्माओं को समझा रहा हूँ। समझने वाली आत्मा स्वयं को समझ रही या नहीं वो जानते।
Whether souls are understanding this, the souls knows that itself.
साधु संत आदि कोई भी इन बातों को
None of the sages or sannyasis knows any of these things.
ऐसी बातें कर नहीं सकते।
They can never speak of these things.
बाप बच्चों से बात कर,
The father speaks to you children.
ऑर्गन्स बिगड़ तो बात कर नहीं सकेंगे।
Without organs he wouldn't be able to talk.
कहते हैं
He says,
मैं इस शरीर का आधार
I take the support of this body.
बच्चों को पढ़ा।
I teach you children.
जिस तन में आए उसी तन से बोलते हैं।
Baba says, I enter the body and speak through that body.
पढ़ाता हूँ।
I take the support of this body and teach you children.
बाप तरफ चली
The vision of you souls also goes to the Father.
ये है सब नई बातें।
All of these aspects are
कैसे
new.
प्रवेश होकर आत्माओं से बात करते
How does Baba enter through the body and speak to you souls?
हैं बाप।
He is the incorporeal Father. His name is Shiv Baba.
तुम आत्माओं का नाम तो
The name of you souls is soul anyway.
तुम्हारे शरीर के नाम पर
The names of your bodies change.
कहते हैं।
Human beings say
नाम रूप
that the Supreme Soul is beyond name and form,
परंतु नाम तो शिव
but they still say that his name is Shiva.
का भी करते हैं।
They also worship him.
समझते हैं एक और करते हैं दूसरा।
They understand one thing but do something else.
तुम बाप के नाम रूप देश काल को
You have now also understood the name, form, country, and time of the Father,
नाम
where he resides,
क्या है।
when does he come, what is his name, what is his form.
कोई भी चीज
You know everything.
नाम रूप के बिगड़ नहीं हो सकती।
You know that nothing can exist without a name or form.
सूक्ष्म समझ में
This too is a very subtle aspect that has to be understood.
बाप समझाते हैं।
The Father explains
गायन भी है सेकंड में जीवन मुक्ति।
liberation in life in a second has been remembered.
नर से नारायण बन सकते
It means that an ordinary human being can become Narayan.
जबकि बाप हेवनली गॉड फादर है।
Although we have become the children of Heavenly God the Father,
है। हम उनके बच्चे बने हैं।
we would still be considered to be the
मालिक ठहरे।
masters of heaven.
नशा होना चाहिए, खुशी
We should have this intoxication and happiness. We are the children of that Father, the Heavenly God the Father,
के मालिक ठहरे।
and we are considered to be the masters of
राजे
heaven.
के पुत्र का उसके नाम एक बाथरूम भी नहीं होता, लेकिन उसको नशा है कि मैं इस राजाई का मालिक हूँ।
The child will also have the intoxication that he is the child of the Father who is the King.
बच्चों को रहना चाहिए।
You children too should have this intoxication
उनके बच्चे
as whom you belong to.
स्वर्ग के मालिक ठहरे, परंतु ये भी समझते नहीं हैं।
However, they don't even understand
और यदि
this.
समझ जाए तो नशा चढ़ जाए।
And if you understand, you will have the intoxication
बाप कहते हैं
that you are considered to be the masters of heaven.
हमारे एम ऑब्जेक्ट
The father says,
नर से
children, your aim and objective is to become like Narayan from humans.
राजाई
This is Raj Yoga.
सीख रहे हो। बहुतों को चतुर्भुज का साक्षात्कार होता है।
Many of you have a vision of the four-armed image.
विष्णुपुरी के हम मालिक
This proves that you will become the masters of the land of Vishnu.
कई बार बाबा ने ये बात बताई, फिर पूछते और बताते हैं
Many a times Baba has said
इस
this.
बात का।
You know,
स्वर्ग में भी लक्ष्मी नारायण के तख्त के बिछाए
you know that in heaven too,
रखते
behind the throne of Lakshmi and Narayan, they see the symbol of Vishnu.
इनका राज्य है।
It means that their reign is in the land of Vishnu.
विष्णुपुरी के मालिक हैं।
The Lakshmi and Narayan are the masters of the land of Vishnu.
वे हैं श्री कृष्णपुरी।
That is the land of Shri Krishna. This is the land of Kans.
ड्रामा अनुसार ये भी नाम रखे हुए।
These names have been given according to the drama.
बाप समझाते हैं,
The father explains.
फिर एक बात समझा रहे हैं।
The father is again explaining.
बहुत सूक्ष्म
My form is very subtle.
नहीं।
My form is very subtle.
बाबा ने अपने रूप की
I
पहचान
don't have a physical form.
बाबा ने किया। अब वो दिखाई दे नहीं रहा, कहते कुछ दिखाई नहीं देता। फिर
Baba says, my form is very subtle.
ऐसे किया, फिर कहते हैं इन चरण चक्षुओं
Baba enacted and showed.
इनसे नहीं दिखाई दे सकता।
I will not be visible through these physical eyes.
दृष्टि से ही मुझे देखा और
Only through the divine vision and through divine
मेरा रूप
eye, I can be seen.
कोई भी जान नहीं
My form is very subtle. No one can know it.
सकता। दृष्टि नहीं मिली, कोई भी
Until you don't have the divine intellect and the divine eye, you cannot be seeing me.
उनको फिर
They say that a soul is a star, but they then create a lingam. Otherwise, how could they perform worship?
उनका बड़ा स्वरूप बना देते हैं।
In the devotion, they make a bigger form of him.
तो अंगूठे मिसल सालिग्राम
When they create a Rudra sacrificial fire,
दूसरी तरफ
they make saligrams shaped like a thumb.
भ्रुकुटी में
On the other hand, they say that it is a wonderful star.
वो स्टार कहते हैं। फिर अंगुष्ठ मिसल उनके बना के
The saligrams are called wonderful star,
आत्मा
and they create the sacrificial fire. They make very effort to see a soul, but no one can see one.
रामकृष्ण विवेकानंद का भी दिखाते हैं
They also speak about Ramakrishna and Vivekananda, who said,
कि कैसे
I saw that soul emerge from him
जी का किस प्रकार
and emerge into myself.
कि गुरु के निकल के वो लाइट मेरे में आई। तो बाबा बता रहे हैं उसने देखा आत्मा उनसे निकल
And Baba says,
और मेरे में समा गई।
they speak about Ramakrishna and Vivekananda.
साक्षात
I saw that soul emerge from Ramakrishna and emerge into myself.
वो तो यही
Now, how whom
आत्मा निकला
would a Vivekananda have had a vision? The form of souls and the Supreme Soul is one and the same.
आत्मा
A point of light was seen. They don't understand anything.
बिंदी
No one wants to have a vision of his soul.
आत्मा का साक्षात्कार
They want to have a vision of God.
ये आत्मा का
Vivekananda was sitting with the desire of having a vision of God through the Guru.
आत्मा का साक्षात्कार
He just said it was a light. It merged into me. He became happy with just that.
करेगी। बस कह दिया ज्योति थी वह मेरे में समा गई।
He was sitting with the desire of having a vision of God through the Guru.
खुश हो
He just said it was a light. It merged into me. He became happy with just that.
गुरु में भावना रहती है।
He thought that that was the form of the Supreme Soul.
भगवान के साक्षात्कार की भावना
Pure feelings are kept by them for their Guru. in order to receive a vision of God,
बोला भक्ति मार्ग
they don't understand anything. But who could explain on the path of devotion? The Father now sits here and explains
में जैसी भावना रखते हैं,
in whatever variety of form,
जो शक्ल
to whatever extent you maintain pure feelings for that one, whatever image you look at,
भावना रखी,
that is the vision you would have.
भावना रखी,
For example,
गाते हैं जाके
if someone worships a Ganesh a great deal,
दर्शन तो उनको
he would see a vision of him in the living form.
पूर्व दर्शन
Otherwise, how would his faith be confirmed?
है, वो साक्षात
When they see a form of a bright light,
जैसे गणेश
they think that they are having a vision of God.
उनका चैतन्य रूप में साक्षात्कार हो जाता
They would see a vision of Ganesh in the living form.
है।
Otherwise, how would this faith be confirmed?
यही गणेश है, और जिस रूप की जैसी शक्ल की पूजा करते हैं वही साक्षात्कार हो
When they see a form of bright light, they think that they are having a vision of God or having a vision of Ganesh.
कि हमने भगवान का साक्षात्कार किया
They think that they had the vision of God.
हो जाते।
They just become happy with that.
ये सब भक्ति मार्ग है,
All of that belongs to the path of devotion, the descending stage.
की दिव्यता या श्रेष्ठता नहीं बन पाती।
There will be no divinity of the human beings in this.
कमती होती होती
The first birth is good and then it continues to decrease
बातों को
until it reaches the end.
जिनको कल पहले
Only you children understand these things.
ही अब समझा रहे,
This knowledge is now being explained
पहले वाले
to the same ones
प्यारे बाबा
who had this knowledge explained to them a cycle ago.
उन्हीं को समझा रहे हैं, कल पहले वाले ही आएंगे, बाकी औरों का तो धर्म ही अलग है।
Only those of a cycle ago will come.
अब वो
The religions of the rest are totally separate.
अपने घर काम धंधों में लगे,
In Abu, everybody is sleeping.
रतन है वो
There are very selected souls. They are here.
आते हैं।
The Father explains.
चित्र में भगवानुवाच लिख,
Right, God speaks on each and every picture.
ये स्वयं भगवान के सुनाए, भगवानुवाच लिख
God Himself spoke this version. Right, God speaks on each and every picture. You need to explain with a great wisdom. While explaining the exhibition,
वालों के भी बुद्धि में रहे,
it was told that
बाप हम बच्चों
God speaks should be written on every picture.
को समझा रहे, उनको भी बार बार भगवानुवाच बुद्धि में हो, भगवान के
You need to explain with great wisdom.
ने कई बार कहा,
Again and again, while explaining the exhibition,
ये प्रश्न
you have to tell them
अगर उनको ये
God speaks,
भगवान कह रहे हैं,
so that they will be having the faith that God is speaking and they will not ask you much question.
इसलिए आपसे बहुत पूछते रहे।
Their stomach is not full and therefore they ask you many questions. You need to explain with a great wisdom.
अच्छे हैं ना,
God asks,
यादव कौरव और पांडव क्या करत,
what are the Yadavas, the Pandavas and the Kauravas doing? This is their picture.
तुम बताओ,
Say to them,
अपने बाप को जानते हो?
tell us, do you know the Father?
नहीं जानते हो,
If you don't know Him,
से प्रीत नहीं,
it means that you have no love for the Father,
तो विपरीत बुद्धि
which would mean that you are the ones whose intellects have no love.
चाहिए। बाप से प्रीत नहीं,
If they have no love for the Father, they will be destroyed.
बात करते हैं, लेकिन बच्चों को
Baba speaks to your children very directly and very clearly,
लेकिन
but when you speak to anybody else, you have to speak very lovingly and sweetly.
प्रीत बुद्धि विजयन,
Our loving intellect is victorious.
कहते इनका
The truth wins. The meaning is accurate.
बाप की याद ही नहीं, तो विजय
If you have no remembrance of the Father, you can't gain victory.
करके बताते
Now tell them
गीता
and prove to them that the Gita was spoken by God Shiva.
सिखाई
Only he taught a Raj Yoga
ब्रह्मा द्वारा
through Brahma.
ये तो श्री कृष्ण भगवान की गीता समझकर
Here in India, they consider it to be God Shri Krishna's Gita
और कसम
and take the oath on that.
पूछना चाहिए
Ask them,
श्री कृष्ण को हाजिर
should you consider Shri Krishna or
वह भगवान
God to be present here?
कहते हैं ईश्वर को हाजिर नाजिर जान सच
Witnesses taking the oath, they say, I consider God to be omnipresent and I shall speak the truth.
रोला हो
There is confusion, is there not?
हो जाता है
The oath becomes false.
सर्विस करने वाले बच्चों को गुप्त नशा
The children who do service should have incognito intoxication.
से समझाएंगे
When you explain with intoxication
मान में
and not with
समझाएंगे
arrogance,
सफलता
when you explain with intoxication, there will be success. Your study is incognito.
पढ़ाने वाला भी गुप्त है
The one who teaches is also incognito.
जानते हो हम नई दुनिया में जाकर ये बनेंगे
You know that
फिर बाबा
we will go to a new world and become those.
इशारा कर रहे हैं हम ये बनेंगे
Baba is pointing towards the picture of Lakshmi and Narayan and saying that you children will become this. That new world is established after the Mahabharata war.
वह भी
You children have now received this knowledge. It is imbibed number-wise. Everybody have received the knowledge. You imbibe number-wise. You also have yoga number-wise.
ये भी जांच रखनी चाहिए हम कितना
Each of you should check yourself. How much do I stay in remembrance?
कहते हैं पता चले दर्पण
The Father says,
का
keep the chart. Chart is the mirror for your
यदि तुम
improvement.
पुरुषार्थ भविष्य
The Father says, the results of these efforts that you make now will last for 21 births.
अभी फेल हुए
If you fail now,
तो कल्प कल्पांतर फेल होते
you will continue to fail for cycle after cycle. You will not be able to attain a high status.
करना चाहिए
You should endeavor to claim a high status.
ऐसे भी कई सेंटर्स पर आते हैं
Some go to a center,
कई सेंटर्स पर आते हैं जो विकारों में जाते हैं
but also continue to indulge in vice. Baba knows some go to a center, but also continue to indulge in vice. Such souls continue to go to a center. They believe that God sees everything and that He knows anyway. Now, why would the Father bother to sit and watch that?
तो अपने
If you lie and carry out vicious acts, you bring about a loss for yourselves.
काला मुंह करता
You also understand that if you dirty your face, you can't claim a high status.
सो बाप ने जाना तो भी बात तो एक ही हुई
Whether the Father knows it or not, it is the same thing.
बात तो एक ही आपने जाना या बाप ने जाना
Whether the Father knows it or not,
उनको
it is the same thing. Why should he be concerned?
अपनी दिल खानी चाहिए
Your conscience should bite you.
मैं ऐसा कर्म करने से
By performing such acts, I will attain degradation.
क्यों बताए
Why should Baba tell you?
हाँ ड्रामा में है
Yes, if it is in the drama, he also tells you,
का जो जैसा पार्ट होता है
as is one's part, Baba will tell them.
गोया अपनी
To hide it from Baba means to destroy the truth in oneself.
पावन बनने के लिए
In order to become pure, you have to remember the Father.
तुमको यही फुरना रहना चाहिए
Just be concerned about
पढ़कर
studying well and attaining a high status.
कोई मरा वह जिया, उनका फूलना नहीं,
Don't be concerned about whether someone lives or dies.
उनका फूलना नहीं, फिक्र नहीं, फूलना रखना है कि बाप से
Only be concerned about how to attain the inheritance from the Father.
थोड़े में समझा।
Therefore, you have to explain to anyone in brief.
अच्छा,
Acha.
बहुत ज़्यादा डिटेल एकदम नहीं सुना दो,
Don't explain in detail to anybody. Explain to anyone in brief.
सिकी लदे बच्चों प्रति
To you, sweetest, beloved, long lost, and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the Mother, Father, Bab, Dada. The spiritual father says Namaste to you, spiritual children.
याद प्यार
We spiritual children love, remembrance, good morning, and Namaste. Essence for dharana.
गुप्त नशे में रहकर,
Remain in incognito intoxication and do service.
नशा बाहरी नहीं होता,
It isn't about an external intoxication. Have incognito intoxication and do service.
कोई कर्म नहीं करना जो दिल खाती रहे।
Don't carry out any act that would make your conscience bite you. Check yourself.
कि हम कितना याद में रहे,
How long do I stay in remembrance?
दूसरा
Second point.
सदा यही फिक्र रहे, हम अच्छी रीति
Be constantly concerned about studying well and attaining a high status.
कर्म करके झूठ बोलकर अपना
Do
नुकसान
not cause a loss for yourself by lying or performing any vicious act.
या फिर झूठ बोला, छिपाया, अपना नुकसान नहीं।
Do not cause a loss for yourself by lying or performing any vicious act.
मनमना भक्ति
Blessing.
मंत्र द्वारा सर्व दुखों से पार रहने वाले
May you constantly be an embodiment of happiness and remain beyond all sorrow with the great mantra of Manmana Bhav.
जब किसी भी प्रकार का दुख आए
When any type of sorrow
तो
comes,
मंत्र ले लो जिससे दुख
use the great mantra that makes all sorrow run away.
हमें मालूम है हमारा मंत्र कौन सा है।
We know our mantra.
स्वप्न में भी जरा भी दुख का अनुभव ना हो,
Do not let yourself experience the slightest sorrow, even in your dreams,
धन नीचे ऊपर हो,
even if your body becomes ill or there is some fluctuation in money.
लेकिन
No matter what happens, do not let any waves of sorrow enter you.
जैसे सागर में लहरें आती हैं,
Waves come and go in an ocean.
जाती हैं, खड़ी नहीं हो जाती, आती हैं चली जाती हैं।
Waves come and go in an ocean.
उन लहरों में लहराना आता
But those who know how to surf in these waves experience happiness in that.
लहर को जंप देकर
They jump and go through the waves
जैसे खेल कर,
as though they are playing a game.
तो सागर के बच्चे सुख स्वरूप हो,
So, as you are the children of the ocean,
दुख की लहर
embodiments of happiness, do not allow waves of sorrow to come.
बच्चों से क्या आशा रखते,
What the Father hopes in you, let there be no waves of sorrow.
हर संकल्प
Slogan.
दृढ़ता की विशेषता को
Put the speciality of determination into every thought
दृढ़ता हो,
in a practical way.
हर संकल्प में दृढ़ता की विशेषता को
Put the speciality of determination into every thought in a practical way,
अव्यक्त
and a revelation will then take place.
उन्नति में,
The Avyakt signal
सेवा की उन्नति में,
in self progress
ध्यान से सुनना,
and progress in service.
सेवा की उन्नति में एक ने कहा
In self progress and progress in service, one says something
ऐसे
and the other accepts by saying Haan ji.
से बढ़
Continue to increase unity and determination in this way,
जैसे दादियों की एकता
just as the gathering of dadis
एकता का संगठन
is strong in their unity and determination.
ऐसे आदि सेवा के रत्नों का
So a gathering of old serviceable jewels should be strong in the same way.
इसकी बहुत बहुत आवश्यक
There is a great need of this. Om Shanti.
थे प्यारे बाबा की
This was the beloved Baba's sweet version, great version which makes our life great.
ओम शांति। ओम शांति। शाम का संगठित योग सभी
The collective meditation for everybody will be here in the conference hall.
गोपाल मीणा तनोप करताराम मीणा
Gopal Meena Swanam Pratavas has received the Aadhaar card, can take backstage or take it from Lost and Found department.
उत्तर प्रदेश सेवा केंद्र के बीके त्रिवेणी भाई
B.K. Triveni brother,
वर्ष थी ज्ञान में
he was 90 years old.
आपका पूरा ही
He was very much in Baba's knowledge. The whole family is in Baba's knowledge.
बेटी और एक बेटा बीके पंकज तीनों
There are 2 daughters and 1 brother.
सेंटर पर समर्पित रूप से
They are dedicated Baba's children.
9 फरवरी को रात्रि 11
Their father
बजे गृह त्याग कर बाबा
left his mortal coil.
आपका संपूर्ण जीवन ईश्वरीय सेवा के लिए
He had totally engaged in Baba's service. So 3 minutes we have yoga for the departed soul. Om Shanti.
प्यारे बाबा मीठे मीठे बाबा प्यारे बाबा मीठे मीठे बाबा तुम्हारी मुरली हमें लगे बड़ी प्यारी प्यारी हो चमत्कारी
प्यारे बाबा मीठे मीठे बाबा प्यारे बाबा मीठे मीठे बाबा तुम्हारी मुरली हमें लगे बड़ी प्यारी प्यारी ओ चमत्कारी
चमत्कारी चमत्कारी चमत्कारी चमत्कारी
प्यारे बाबा मीठे मीठे बाबा
तुम्हारी मुरली हमें लगे बड़ी प्यारी प्यारी हो चमत्कारी तुम्हारा हर बोल बड़ा है अनमोल तुम्हारी बानी है आसमानी
तुम्हारा हर बोल बड़ा है अनमोल तुम्हारी बानी है आसमानी
तुम्हारे कथन से मांगलिक वचन से बदली हमारी जिंदगानी
तुम्हारे कथन से मांगलिक वचन से बदली हमारी जिंदगानी
तुम्हारा हर चिंतन तुम्हारा हर चिंतन ज्ञान का विवेचन बड़ा है मंजुल मनोहारी हो मनोहारी
प्यारे बाबा
बाबा हमें ऊंची ऊंची बातों
Baba is giving us the knowledge of high things.
ज्ञान का महत्व इतना
The
ऊंचा
value of knowledge is so high.
सहज शब्दों में
In simple
साधारण
words,
भाषा में कहा
in
जाता है,
ordinary
ज्ञान माना
language,
समझ,
it is said that knowledge means understanding,
ज्ञान माना
but
सच्ची
knowledge
समझ,
means the understanding, the true understanding,
सच्ची समझ जिससे
true
कुछ
understanding
प्राप्ति होती
from which we attain something.
है। और ये सच्ची और
And
ऊंची
this true and high understanding
सच्ची भी है समझ,
is
क्योंकि
also true
आत्मा सत्य है,
because the soul is
आत्मा
truth,
अविनाशी है,
soul is immortal,
कभी मरती
imperishable,
नहीं, कभी
doesn't
जलती
burn
नहीं, कभी
and
कटती
doesn't
नहीं।
cut.
ऐसी मैं आत्मा हूँ।
I am such a soul.
देखो कितनी नशे की
Look,
बात
what a
है।
thing of intoxication.
अंदर ही अंदर अपने
Give
को
yourself a
समझना है,
memory within.
मैं आत्मा कौन,
What kind of a soul am I?
अविनाशी, कभी
Imperishable.
विनाश नहीं होता,
I never get destroyed.
अविनाशी पिता की
I
संतान,
a child of the imperishable Father,
सत्य स्वरूप पिता की
a child of a
संतान।
truthful Father,
ऐसे
who is an
अपने को
embodiment of
त्याग
truth.
करके
By giving this remembrance to yourself,
जागृत
awaken the happiness within. Om Shanti.